Hey guys, how are ya? Happy Wednesday. Come on into my kitchen. This is Gigi. Let's cook up another recipe together. Today, I'm gonna be working with an ingredient, truthfully, that I've never worked with, and that's dates. Okay, we are going to make a walnut date loaf. Okay, so this is my first time doing this recipe. I'm excited to try it. A sweet lady at church Sunday morning come up to me and brought me 2 bags of chopped dates. So the hard work was already done for me. It's already chopped up. So let me tell you what I've been doing. I have got my dates in, I've had them in this glass container, and they have been in a 1 cup of boiling water. I poured boiling water and 1 teaspoon of baking soda has been added to our dates, okay? They are just in here soaking in the water, rehydrating. So what we're gonna do first is we are going to, in our KitchenAid stand mixer, we are going to put a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And we are going to put in 4 tablespoons of melted butter. That's 4 tablespoons or a 1/2 stick of melted butter. We want to get all of that out of there. Okay, and then we're going to cream this together. We're just creaming the sugar and the butter together until it just becomes creamy. Which is happening. Let me see. It's kind of hard for me to angle y'all. Okay, to this, we're gonna put in 1 large room temperature egg, okay? Let that continue creaming together. I'm gonna see if I can't pull y'all a little bit closer. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer so you can see down inside the mixer. It's more important that you see that than me. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so we've got that creamed together nicely. Okay, then we're going to start. Well, I think I need to turn this off to do this part, but I'm going to be in my strainer. I've got my strainer out, and I'm going to strain the liquid off of the dates into just going to drain all that liquid off of there from the hot water and the baking soda. Just drain as much of that liquid off as you can. And then we will, because at the end, we will lightly mix our dates and our walnuts into our batter, okay? So we're just straining the liquid off of it. Okay. mix a little more. And I've got 1.5 cups. I know that this is a liquid measuring cup, but when I scooped it out of my, I scooped it out with dry measuring cups, okay? This is 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna start adding it into our mixture. That's 1.5 cups of all-purpose. How did y'all's weather do last night? Here in Georgia, we had some storms that rolled in about, I'd say about 10:30 last night. About 10:30 to 2, we had some storms and some rain going on. Okay, I'm gonna lift this up and give those sides a scrape down and put the rest of our flour in there. Y'all let me grab my spatula so I can scrape those sides down. Don't want to leave that on the sides. We want to get all of that flour in there because we want it all well and mixed together. All right. Let's let that mix up really well. While that's mixing up, I have got my loaf pan well greased and coated. I'm excited to try this. I've never made, like I said, I've never used dates. I've chopped up 1 cup of walnuts. So right at the end, we will lightly mix our walnuts and our dates into our mixture. Let's give it one more scrape down. One more time ought to do it. Still seeing some flour that's not mixed in, so. Yeah, a sweet lady, Miss Cindy, at church came up to me Sunday and she gave me 2 bags, and I've got 1 bag in the freezer, and I'm using 1 bag, not the full bag, but I've got another recipe I'm going to try out with the dates, and she brought that to me, and I thought that was really, really sweet. All right, we are going to add in 1 cup of walnuts, and we're going to add our dates that had been soaking in the hot water. We're going to add those in as well. And give that a light mix on low. Don't want to over mix it at this point. You just want to make sure that you get your nuts and your dates, your walnuts and your dates. And it just said a light mix. And this is going to go into my oven is preheated to 325, and this is going to bake for about 55 to 60 minutes. Let me get this poured up, and we will get this poured into our slide this out of the way. Bring this into view so you can see what I'm doing. And this is going to go into our loaf pan. And guys, we are going to be making us some dates and walnut bread. Want to get all of it. Okay. Now you can, if you wanted to, you could sprinkle some nuts or some brown sugar or whatever you want on the top, just for a little added crunch or a little added sweetness to the top. You could do that, but guys, we are going to pop this in to our 325 oven for 55 minutes or until the toothpick or skewer comes out clean, and then I will be back and we'll taste it together. Okay guys, I am back and our walnut date bread is out of the oven. Now, I said 55 to 60 minutes, and it took every bit of the 60 minutes, but I want y'all to look at this beauty. It came, I used my pan coating on my loaf pan, popped right out, no problems. Now it's still very hot because I just took it out of the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just slice up a piece so that you can see it's still very hot, but I wanted us to cut it together and see the inside together. But I want y'all to look at this. I mean, look at that. Y'all probably see that steam coming off of it. But guys, smells delicious, looks delicious, and I'm hoping that it is going to taste delicious. And what I've decided to do is I'm going to spread a little butter on mine. I'm just going to take a little bit of butter. Just going to put a little butter on it while it's hot and give that a second to melt. Give this just a little bit of time to cool down. So let me let that cool down so that I don't burn my mouth, and I'm gonna come right back and we're gonna taste it together, okay? All right, guys, got a little butter on it. We're gonna give it a taste test together and see what we think. I know it's still gonna be a little hot because I can still see the steam coming off of it, but let's give it a try. Oh my. I love that the edges around it are like crunchy and crispy, but the inside is moist and tender. I've never cooked with dates before. This is a first. Oh my goodness. It is so good. Yo, I'm not just saying that. This is better than I thought it was gonna be. You got the crunch from the walnuts, the sweetness from the dates. Oh my. That's better than what I even thought. Y'all need to make one of these. No joke. This is fabulous. I'm excited about that. My husband's gonna love this too. It's not overly sweet, but I love everything about this. Anyhow, this is good. I'm gonna go enjoy my piece. But listen, before I go, can I ask you if you like my videos and you like my content, if you hit that like button and that share button and share my content with others so that they can come and join us on our page and cook with us every day. And also, before I go, if I can encourage you to be the hands and feet of Jesus, be his mouthpiece, show his loving kindness to someone today. You won't have to look very far in this world to find somebody who stands in need. Okay, we'll be back again soon for another great recipe together. Go make yourself a walnut date loaf. Delicious. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, see, I always want to, I'm going to get used to it. Bye, guys.